Hey everybody, this is Arthur Shopper. I'm putting together another YouTube video. This is in response to the great response that I got from the last video I uploaded last week, and I showed everybody that I sent in a letter to the president, to the White House, urging people to send in their own letters demanding a 50-state voter audit. There is so much voter fraud that's at play. There is no way that you saw the votes and the tallies in Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin all of a sudden switching over to Joe Biden. There are numerous reports of hundreds of thousands of ballots being dropped off at key voter precincts, and 100% to 99.9% of those ballots are going to Biden. I mean, the statistical impossibility of those outcomes is highly suspect. And then there are the thousands of affidavits, etc. So I've had a number of people contacting me, asking me for the sample letter that I mailed to the White House. And I've had people from Florida to Missouri to South Carolina, all over the country, have been emailing me or calling me asking for that sample letter. So I wanted to go one step further and use this outreach to inform people about a much larger issue that we're facing in this country. The problem is we have a real cultural collapse going on, okay? And we can't expect any one elected official to fix this. This is a larger culture war that you and I have to fight. And one of the key aspects of this culture war is the LGBT agenda. This is an issue that conservatives often avoid or don't want to talk about, and that the regressive left has been using as a Marxist hammer to destroy our public health, our public morals, and to attack our individual liberties. This segues to the organization that I work for, MassResistance. I'm the organization director. I mentioned that in my previous video, I believe. And I wanted to give a little more information about our organization. MassResistance, we are the international pro-family, anti-LGBT political action group that makes the difference. We stand up forcefully, vocally, and without compromise against this LGBT agenda, calling out homosexuality, lesbianism, transgenderism, etc. These are not fixed characteristics. They're not innate identities. These are destructive behaviors. These are perversions. They should not be granted civil rights or be granted as natural rights and have the status of the same. This is a very destructive agenda. It's hurting our children. It's undermining our public health, our public morals, and it is attacking our individual liberties and our constitutional rights. Now, I wanted to give all the viewers an opportunity to see our website and see the work that we. So for starters, I told people about, there we are, massresistance.org. Okay. All right, our latest post is about our group in Montana. We have chapters all over the country and even all over the world. Our Montana chapter took a forceful stand against the abusive tactics of Black Lives Matter. This is a little information on the side. I've encouraged every person who's reached out to me for a copy of our sample letter to also sign up for our email list to get involved and also to donate. Now, what has MassResistance been up to? What have we been able to accomplish in the last couple of years? Let me show you. So one of our activists is Marjorie Greene, and she was recently elected to Congress this year. She worked with us and a number of other activists in the state of Georgia, fighting against Drag Queen Story Hour and putting an end to the corrupt practice of allowing men who pretend to be women to serve, to go into women's bathrooms and locker rooms. This is very serious, very abusive. Okay, and we've also been taking a forceful and effective stance against Black Lives Matter. So I live in the South Bay section of Los Angeles County, in Torrance, California, specifically. And one of the middle schools was promoting Black Lives Matter propaganda on the social media site, Instagram, and was listing themselves as an official part of the school and speaking on behalf of all the students. We badgered and we went after, myself and other activists here in the South Bay, we went after the school district. Madrona Middle School was the specific school where the social media account was located. Here's a sample of what they were promoting, including the lie that more black people are killed by police than white people. It's actually the reverse. Our efforts were successful, and the school district, Torrance Unified, took down the social media account. So we can win this culture war. We can take back our schools. Our students are being indoctrinated with this LGBT and BLM, anti-American, pro-death propaganda, and we can win this fight, and mass resistance helps make that happen. Also, we have activists in San Diego County. Here we have Dolores Williams. She's part of our San Diego Mass Resistance chapter. She spoke out forcefully against Black Lives Matter. She didn't just give a pro-police rally. She and other activists clearly and vocally denounced the Black Lives Matter hate group. Okay, what else has mass resistance been up to? We have been featured on radio and internet programs with internationally renowned, as well as nationally and internationally renowned radio hosts, authors, and commentators such as Dr. Michael Brown. Dr. Brown has spoken very positively about our work. We are an in-your-face confrontational activist group. We don't take no for an answer. We expect that this culture of death be removed from the public square. We want to do what's best for children. We do not tolerate the promotion and normalization of sexual perversions and this Black Lives Matter hateful militancy. So I was on his program speaking on behalf of our work. We also assisted parents in the Downey Unified School District. Downey is also located in California. The school board had approved a very explicit and inappropriate sex ed curriculum. For 5 months, we pressured, lobbied, and we networked with parents throughout the city of Downey, and we were successful in forcing the district to give up the corrupt and abusive sex ed curriculum. And this is one of our biggest victories. We got not only national but international recognition for this. Texas Mass Resistance, we have a considerable chapter there headed by Ms. Tracy Shannon of Houston. And because of her activist efforts and her confrontational work with other Texas Mass Resistance activists, she exposed that at the Houston Drag Queen Story Hour program, not one, but 2 of the drag queens reading to kids were convicted child molesters. I'm not kidding you, folks. This is how pernicious and invasive the LGBT agenda has become in our country. Okay, we have adult male sex entertainers dressed up as parodies of women who have forced their way into public libraries and to have public access to children in order to groom them and normalize this destructive agenda. Mass resistance is uncompromising and unflinching in our fight against all of this sexual depravity. And I am reaching out to all of you who were watching this channel earlier and wanted help with sending letters to the president. We want you to reach out to us. We want to build an army to stand up to this destructive agenda. This destructive agenda that attacks male and female, it attacks families, it attacks the very nature of mother and father itself. All of this requires a real, robust opposition. And we cannot do this. We cannot do this without you, and we want to help make this a movement across the country. We have already had considerable success, and we want you to join us. Here I am, I'm sharing with everyone once again. This is my contact information. There it is, Mass Resistance, pro-family activism. Okay, if it needs a little light, I'm going to fix that for everybody. Sorry if that's a little bright. There you go. There's my name. There's my contact information. Sorry if it's a little hard to see. You can call me at 781-474-3005. That's my direct cell, folks. Yes, I'm giving you my direct cell. And our office number, 781-890-6001. There's my email address, arthur@massresistance.org. You can contact me by cell or email directly. You can also contact our main office, and there's our mailing address. We need to make male and female great again. We need to make marriage great again. We need to make mom and dad great again. These are fundamental issues that impact our culture. It isn't enough to win elections. It isn't enough to get the right people in office. We need to get the right ideas reintegrated in our communities so that the next generation understands not only what is at stake, Not only what is worth fighting for, but what we need to fight for. Once again, you can contact me. My phone number is 781-474-3005, and my email address is arthur@massresistance.org. Thank you.